that's where most of the weight is coming. And I that aren't here can't fill the room. They can't advocate for them because they're not here yet. And I'm going to advocate for Buncombe County for the future as well as the present. I will advocate for the present, but I'm also going to be thinking about how do we build our bench. I know y'all are thinking about that too, but it's important for this present for you to know from this commissioner that my questions aren't about. There's no judgment on the performance of our current workforce. It is a concern I have about the future of our county. That I'm going to still talk about it. And so, and I think y'all are there too. But once again, I think we can have a dialogue about it that will get us to a better place, that will get us to a healthier place, and we won't end up like California or some crazy things. But to shut down inquiry, or to somehow or another it be interpreted like, you know, we're not committed because we ask questions. We have got to grow past that. We have got to grow past that. So the anchor institutions was a really interesting. You know, I'm all about the kind of the performance indicators as well, and I would love to understand more about like individual performance plans and learn just personally, like how are individual, what are the annual reviews like, and what's that, you know, what are the ups, what are the downs, and you know how to be supportive of that too. So that would be great to get that information. Follow up. But at the end of the day, you know, I think it's going to be really a valuable contribution to our decisions going forward. And I've said it every time I brought this up, and I'll say it again. I value greatly the people's performance in this room, and every one of them. But I also will support the citizens that are with the average income in this county of $25,000. That's the average income of our citizens. An average household median income for a household, $44,000. We have got to hold all that intention and make sure those ambulances are filled. And I was concerned when we kind of had those caps on entry pay, and y'all fixed that quick when you realized we couldn't get those early responders. You fixed it. So I get it. And how we can get to a better place, I would really be open to being a part of that. But we've got to be open to finding, you know, ways that we can improve, but also ways that the importance of the things that we can retain. So
you said a lot, but I'd like to.
There was a lot said.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So I want to make sure that I hit. So I guess the first thing I want to say is that the thing I love and cherish about my job is the fact that I work in an environment where people strongly question each other and push and pull on the decisions that we make. To me, that is the crux of why I come to work every day, because it makes me a stronger person, and it makes me ultimately be a part of the team that makes good, strong decisions. So I always welcome that kind of input. What's difficult for me as a staff member is when there's not a careful strategic analysis of a situation that allows for us to look at the multifaceted factors affecting that situation. And yes, in a perfect world, a 30-day waiting period for health insurance benefits would be excellent, but the cost of that, when you look at that single pie, would significantly affect the taxes that an elderly person in this community would pay. So we have to balance those things, and we have to look at what we have in this community in a way that's intentional and mindful and comprehensive. That's the kind of conversation I would welcome to have with anyone in this community, any citizen, as well as any commissioner. And I think I speak for any employee in Buncombe County. So I'm happy to meet with you offline and give you more information as well and have that dialogue. But I think that the important thing is that we make things that are strategic in nature. We made those decisions about the tiered system. It wasn't a perfect decision, but it was a strategic decision given the economic downturn. Hopefully with an upswing, we can adjust that as we've done in the past and bring those workers back up to a level that's comparable and that retains them ultimately, so that we're not paying those high turnover costs. So